There we go.
Yeah, I don't see anywhere you could get diamonds on your own. There is, if anyone has the ability to communicate to the other realms, one of the
If you get banished back to our realm,
or the sending spell will let you talk to other people. You could arrange for a transaction, and then there's a person in the Wandering Emporium who can transact back and forth for a soul coin per package.
better than the soul coin. We've already got that banished. At the end of the day, just get banished back to the regular realm and do some shopping, then come back.
I like it. I like it a lot. You only have a minute, though, right?
Yeah, we need to do sending.
Sending first. Something curious. If I could walk across liquids, do my feet get wet? Not sure. Everybody still on? Got really quiet.
It'll take you a day's where you are doing your long rest and leveling up and stuff. It'll take you a day to get to. We need to do something to the server.
Did somebody mute me?
No, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't hear anything for a while.
Yeah, Discord will do that to me too. It will just stop playing anything.
That's bizarre.
So, can everyone hear each other?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. I think that's everyone.
With question mark.
I can hear everyone.
No, I cannot hear you.
So, you have to go to Old Jack's grave where there's a Titan, or what was once a Titan, there who you need to get their Titan blood from, so you can give it to the Tao, so you can free the Tao from her pact with someone, and then she will tell you something.
This is a pretty convoluted.
So where are
Quest line
rewards?
here.
It's not in the chat or
There's
something?
there's one more step after this. I'm sorry, but it'll take you a day to get to Uldrak's grave, and I've already pointed it out on the map.
All right, well, let's start heading there, I suppose.
Yeah,
Where's that big sword? There it is.
Going needs to roll. Wendy, let me double check. So like 2d6 or 2d4.
Moon is our faithful navigator.
Hold on just one second. I just want to make sure we're not forgetting loot because I can't find it in the chat log or anything. I don't know who got what or if we're forgetting it. That
Okay.
+9.
Sure, so we got the Hat of Disguise and the +1 Wand of the War Mage. I took the Wand of the War Mage. I forget who has the Hat of Disguise.
I have the Hat of Disguise, and I gave
Okay.
Ben the circlet of Scorching Ray.
Right, so we just got to figure out if it's better for Ben or if it's better for Una, Christina.
It's fine if Ben keeps it. I have the fireball shield, so since they're both fire types, it's fine.
So is that the only magic items you're worried about?
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Okay. So whoever is navigating has to roll 2d4. Cool. You guys.
I believe we're going to need to see if we turn evil again.
Yeah. So it's a wisdom check, wisdom saving throw.
You should just voluntarily fail it and come to the cool side.
Wisdom
10.
save.
Decide where you can do whatever you want without repercussion.
I am not that evil.
Nor am I.
I'll pretend. I'll pretend to be evil. I put on my Hat of Disguise after I've attuned to it, however long that takes.
I think it just takes like a short rest.
And then I will turn into a human. And say, look at me, I'm a human.
You probably have a grossly distorted vision of what human beauty is.
I'm covered in hair, back hair.
The real question is do the Tabaxi or the Drow have a more distorted vision?
Oh, I just view them as slaves, I guess.
Okay, exactly the same too as last time. Yeah, I give Defiant that same boldness potion again for D4. Roll and add the number rolled every attack roll and saving throw. Plus it now, like I said, gives you the temporary hit points.
Nice. Thank you. And that lasts for how long? 10 rounds, right?
Next minute, so yeah, 10 rounds.
Okay, cool. I will hold that till needed. Thanks.
So you and your sweet demon grider chug along, going past the blasted landscape. Eventually, you end up here.
In Is there any opportunity for rest along the way?
Yeah, it's a day's drive. I'm just saying it's a day's drive between all the places because it's not very clear how long it is. So every time you drive somewhere, you can take a long rest.
All right.
So, upon arriving to the place Red Ruth pointed you to, you see a giant cracked helm on the ground, as well as a giant Titan-sized sword starting to get covered in ash with a red spherical stone set into the hilt.
But is it so big as to be Titanic?
It is literally Titanic.
Do an Arcana check on that gem. Have a look at it.
As you approach, you are interrupted by a spine devil.
Your favorite.
Kick him.
Not attacking you, but he speaks to you in a language that I only think one of you understands.
Infernal?
No.
Uh-oh.
Orcish?
No.
Elvish?
Undercommon.
No.
Dwarven.
Close. Close-ish, kinda?
Halfling?
Oh, no, she doesn't
Not a-
speak it. Sorry, I thought Una spoke it.
Uh-oh.
What language is it?
It's giant.
Oh, I speak giant.
Oh, sorry. I was assuming based on stereotypes.
Tisk tisk.
What did you learn?
Is it time for a very special episode of Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, there's more to this. He has a connection to Una. So he comes out and he greets you all in giant. Hey, what brings you to my things? You're not going to take it, are you?
We're sent to get something or another, I think, but I don't know. I'm not as so invested in our quest to them, learning what this stuff is. It looks fascinating.
It's a good story. Let me tell it to you. He wanders. This used to be my sword and my helm. I was once a Titan. I was sent here by my lord Surtur to slay Tiamat for glory.
Is he still speaking in giant?
No, he's speaking in common after you respond to him in common.
Okay.
Every so often a word will come out
I responded in
giant.
giant. That's what he said, but you can go to switch to common if you want.
I assume. Well, did anyone else speak in common? Like,
What'd he say?
yeah.
I'm a stupid human. What did he say? That's what I say.
He says that he used to be a lot bigger than this. Those are his. That's his equipment.
Wow.
So
I'm not sure if I'm
I
that
was sent
stupid.
by Surtur to slay Tiamat, and it didn't work out. She cursed me into this hideous form, and now I'm stuck here until someone can help me out. You were interested in this orb, correct?
Oh yeah, I'm fascinated. What is it?
Now
Out of
you
character.
can-
What were we sent to get again?
You were sent to get Titan blood.
Oh, Titan blood. So yeah, I'm curious about learning about it. We don't need any of this equipment.
I doubt you could use this equipment if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know how we would get it out of here, even if we had any desire for it.
Well, this orb is. If you're willing to help me out, I will tell you all about it. You see, to rid myself of this curse, I need to spill the blood of Tiamat on the grounds of Avernus.
Yeah, speaking of blood, the one thing we were sent here for was some Titan blood. If you were cured, would you be able to donate a little bit in addition to teaching us about this orb?
Yes, of course. Anything if I can become a Titan. This Spine Devil form is irritating.
I can imagine.
But it's such a great idea. But it's such a great hook for the story. I think we could turn this into a children's book, The Littlest Titan.
It's like the opposite of Clifford the Big Red Dog. Old Jack the Tiny Giant.
Think of the merchandise.
Still, as fair as this deal sounds, Tiamat, you were a Titan, and you seem to have lost to Tiamat. And Tiamat seems a bit out of our league. How exactly are we going to help you?
Well, you see, it all comes back to this orb. He points to it. It's an orb of dragon kind. Bum, bum, bum. Let me share the. So, Zolka, you rolled an 18, right?
For the Arcana, yeah.
We'll say that's for recognizing. How do I just show this to one person? Okay. So
Secrets.
You see this orb of dragonkind. Now, someone who works with dragons would be very interested in keeping this out of enemy hands. So, I believe you could convince Arkham the Cruel, one of Tiamat's servants, to give you some of Tiamat's blood in exchange for keeping this away from anyone's hands.
Interesting. So we make a trade rather than fighting. That definitely sounds like it has a higher chance of success. But what's
So
to
you'll
stop them from just capturing us and torturing us for the location or something like that? How strong is this servant of Tiamat's?
He is very powerful. I believe I've heard he's got a new hand that is very powerful, as well as being a powerful spellcaster in his own right. But you just have to be clever, make sure that you get what you want before they get what they want. But I'm sure you guys can take care of it.
So the plan would be we take this orb to some super powerful guy, hope he doesn't
No.
steal it from us.
I don't think we take the orb. We just say we know where the orb is. Or better yet, we can be messengers who absolutely have no idea where the orb is and are just here to make the trade. They don't think they can get anything out of, they can torture it out of us or anything like that.
Okay, but the idea is we're going to offer the orb for some of Tiamat's blood.
Or how about we attune to the orb and force this servant to give us the blood?
Is the servant a dragon?
The servant is not dragon, though. Dragon-born they are.
Well, that's lame.
He's cruel. And there are dragons nearby. But I do not think the power of this orb would let you get what you want on its own. You have to, I believe, a trade.
Is there a reason you don't approach this wizard yourself?
Well, I mean, look at me. I'm a spine devil now. My power is greatly diminished.
Why haven't they just taken this? I mean, it can't be that hard to find. It's gigantic.
They don't know that it's here. I'm sure you've seen how the landscape changes in this cursed plane. God, I hate it. I hate being here.
Still, you may want to try burying it. Dragons have a tendency to fly overhead.
But even if they knew where it was once, they can't find it again. And they haven't found it for the millennia I've been here.
Well, hold on a second. If we've established that the landscape is constantly shifting, how exactly do we trade the location?
If you know where you're going, you can get there. But if you don't know what you're looking for, it's almost impossible to find.
Fascinating. So they actually, how does that work? Is there some kind of magic behind it, or is it based on the knowledge itself or willpower? If you convinced someone they knew where something was, implanted that idea in their head, could they find it even if they hadn't actually been there?
Those questions are of a sort I'm not interested in, although I'm sure someone is. So, are you going to help
So
me?
where is this guy?
I can tell you how to get there if you show me your map, and then he'll go through the stuff and fulfill the requirements so that you can get there.
Oh, and is this orb to scale like the map shows it, 5 feet in diameter?
No. It's 10 inches in diameter, and when it grows, well, when it uses, it probably changes size.
Do we all agree that a Titan that was transmogrified into a Spine Devil no longer has the blood of a Titan?
I was contemplating that, but
No.
I would think they don't.
Here,
Hey,
hearing you
Zoltug,
speak,
how about
Una,
an
he runs
experiment?
over. I've been hearing about you. The adventures of the cleric of Surtur. Surely he must have been the one to send you here to help me.
I'm nodding my head behind the spine devil.
Uh, uh,
I know even though I failed, that he wouldn't give up on me and curse me here forever, right?
well,
Come on. How else would you end up here?
I find myself questioning that every day. I will have to commune with Tur to try to get some more information.
The gods work in mysterious ways.
Yeah, this Spine Devil's lucky I'm not evil right now.
Yeah, what about this interesting experiment? Like, what happens to the properties of blood? I think we have a lot to learn here, Zolkug.
If you want to make an intelligence check on his blood, question mark.
Well,
Sure,
I
I'll
will.
make.
I mean,
I'm
is it
sure I'll
even
fail.
going to be blood?
Oh wow, critical fail. I know nothing
See?
about Titan blood.
His
It's
blood
a-
is gone.
He's got blood. That you
I think
can-
it's called Ichor.
Maybe? Yeah. That makes sense. It's Demon Ichor.
I'm gonna try to persuade him by telling him that if he helps us out, that it'll help him get in the good graces with Surtur.
Sure. Persuade with advantage, I guess. He nods. Yes, of course. Well, once you help me, I can definitely help you, but perhaps I could do a little bit extra if it'll put me in good with Surtur. Surely, because you're favored, you can help me out there, right?
Absolutely.
All right, who has our map? Let's get this scouted out.
I would assume Una.
So after we're a little bit out of hearing range, I do bring up to them. I am a little wondering about this whole proposition. It seems like we're trading down each step. This orb seems extremely valuable. We're going to trade that for Tiamat's blood, and then trade that for generic Titan's blood.
Still not sure what we get out of this whole helping the unicorn thing in the first place.
We get to
Yeah,
ride a
I mean-
unicorn.
Why don't we just take the Orb of Dragonkind, command a fleet of dragon mounts to take us to wherever the hell we need to go, and blast them all?
I thought we didn't know where we were going.
We don't. The elephant
Now,
knows.
the elephant knows that the elephant is trying to point you to the sword of Zariel. That you need to deal with Zariel and save Avernus and get back to the material plane. If you help the unicorn or you help the Dow will tell you to go to Bell's Forge. And she's convinced you, or at least been trying to convince you, that Bell will help you get the sword of Zariel.
Bell is the old guy, right? He's the who Zariel
Yes.
overthrew.
Exactly. So he's got a reason to be mad.
And we don't know where Bell's Forge is, so we can't just go there.
Right.
What about dragons? They might know where Vale's Forge is.
Yep.
Do we know where the dragons
About
are?
dragons.
No, we just used this Orb of Dragonkind.
I mean, does it have a does the orb have a range limit?
I don't know. Only one way to find out.
He was talking about something extra. I'd like to hear what that is.
I mean, Vale's Forge can't be that hard to find. I mean, he's a major guy.
Right.
Like, why wouldn't the Hag, for example, know where it is? Or any of the other people? Or how about the people at, like, Mahadi? Why wouldn't he know?
Why would they tell us, though?
We could give them a soul coin.
I have.
It's all about deals.
Speaking of deals, I see there's a chance we could get come out with everything here. Why not? If we could trick the guy we're making a deal with, get with a fake location and get more than enough Tiamat's blood, we can come out with the Titan's blood, some Tiamat's blood of our own for some experiments, and then take the orb. That part might be a little difficult if we have a Titan on our hand.
Well, he doesn't want the orb. He's willing to give it away. I don't think he cares who it's going to.
He's not going to get it back.
Yeah, then maybe we can end up with it.
Yeah.
Say we're getting it for the trade.
I like it.
This is right up my alley. This is what I do for a living. I turn into my black cat persona.
Meow.
I am the Duke somebody. It's been so long.
Is it time to go scam the Hand of Tiamat or whoever it is?
Sounds like it.
All right, well, I've got +8 deception.
I've got a map.
Deception, I am trained in it, so I could give you advantage. And I could forge a map. I have forgery tools.
I've got friends and expeditious retreat.
Oh, and I've also got greater invisibility.
Hey,
That's
what
an
if I
important
make
one.
what if I make a map of a different location? Do maps actually work here?
Yes, somewhat. They're more like metaphorical. Like, you know how in like ancient times, because surveying wasn't really figured out, it was more like this thing is vaguely west of that thing, and you know, if you go that way, you'll maybe end up that way.
Yep,
It's
sort of
kinda like
like the
that.
map we're looking at.
Yeah, but also kind of like, since distances are all weird around here, maybe the orders of things are different. So a map is still useful and can help you get there, and definitely is like something you need to go somewhere you've never been before, especially.
Seems like you need landmarks and direction and intent.
How difficult would it be to copy this map of ours? I am a forger, and I do have calligraphy tools, or
I
not
wouldn't think that-
calligraphy. Oh, I do have calligrapher's tools. Oh well, I thought it
Happen
was
to have
map.
cartography tools.
I
Think
could have
that's a
sworn I
thing?
did. I think the calligraphy was for me. I could have sworn I had cartographer's tools from somewhere. We found them somewhere, I thought. I do not see them in my...
I have writing tools, but I don't see anything about cartographer.
Yeah, I don't
Let
see
me make
anything.
sure I'm not making up that is the thing.
But I wouldn't expect this map as special in any kind. So you could just trace it for, all
Yeah,
day.
that's what I'm thinking. How tough is it to make a forgery of it? I mean, I have forger's
cartographer's
tools.
tools would be more for like.
I can actually make any artisan's tools we need.
Oh, cool.
Although that doesn't mean anyone will be proficient with them.
But a forgery kit, I mean, could I forge a map now that I've seen one?
So you can definitely make a map. By forging a map, you mean
Make it look believable.
right, but you already have a map.
Yes.
That you could just copy.
What I want to do is copy the map and then put a fake location of where this orb is.
You don't need a check to do that. That's just pointing at a map and putting an X there.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll
What I was
start drawing
thinking
a
of
map.
Forging would be if you wanted to say this map came from something, then you would forge it to say like, this is the map given to me by blah blah. That's what I would think forging the map would be for.
Okay. Where did this map come from? The one we're
This
using.
map, let me double check. Oh, just
Did we get this in Candlekeep or something?
You did get it in Candlekeep.
Okay.
All you know about it is that the person who made it went crazy.
Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't forge it. No, but I will. Yes, I'll make a copy of the map.
You'll be fine.
Yes. I'll make a copy of the map, except I'll move the sword to the other side of the river, next to this big volcano.
Okay. So you know you've got a fake map. You should add that to your inventory.
Yep.
What else do you need to do to plan for this?
Okay,
I mean, I was just gonna wing it. That's what I always do.
yeah. So our idea is we're going to tell him we have a map. We'll trade that for his blood. Is that what we'll do? Is that what we're thinking? That's what I'm thinking, but
For lots of blood, yeah.
yes.
We should ask how much blood is required. He might not know, but we should at least ask Holdrak.
Oh, and he did say something about helping us out some.
Yeah,
It's
what was
pretty
that about?
vague.
Let's not forget whatever he was trying to give us.
All right, I'll
I
ask him. Hey,
assume he's
Holdrak, how much blood do you think you need to break this curse?
Well, all I know is that I have to spill the blood of Tiamat.
So you think just a drop would be fine?
at spilling the blood sounds like you might need to actually injure Tiamat.
Yeah, how literal is spilling?
Can it be an accidental spill, or must it be a purposeful spill?
I mean, I think it was designed so that I would have to injure Tiamat, but I think that the loophole I found is valid. As far as the quantity, I think more than a drop, less than a cup. Like maybe just
vial,
a couple of
perhaps?
drops. Yeah, a vial, maybe a teaspoon.
It's good
They use
medicine.
metric in hell.
Sorry, I only need like 10 milliliters, I guess. I don't know how much a teaspoon is actually. No, wait, of course if they use Imperial, it's hell.
Exactly.
Units
Metric
can't
system
make-
does not belong in fantasy world.
Foot pounds.
The units will make you go crazy before anything else does.
All right, so get about 2 stone of blood. Got it.
Exactly.
We said hell, not Britain.
Hmm. Now, was I mistaken, or was he giving us something?
He
To Una.
can't give you anything now because he's a spine devil. But once he becomes an Empyrean, he's going to give probably Una, he said, something so that he can get so that he can help out with the Surtur.
Can we take the orb?
Yeah, you can take the orb with you, or you can leave it there. Or you can do.
Seems a little
It's not doing him any
risky
good.
to
I
take it
would
with
leave
us.
it here.
Yeah, but
We don't want them hitting us with detect magic and then realizing we're lying about where it is.
Yeah, in fact, we may want to hide it. Like, have one person hide it, so only one person knows. I don't know how suspicious we have to be.
put it under the helmet. Well, we can tell. The thing is, I don't like the idea of leaving it with Spiny. So we go make
Well,
a
I mean,
deal,
it's
and
been
then
with him for all this time. He's not going to do anything with it now.
yeah, I guess he does need the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
the
say we
orb
just
is
leave it.
ours to take once we're done.
Well, so the orb will have the idea that you gave the orb to this
Yes.
guy and he gives you the blood. So you're probably not going to end up with it unless you do the sneaky stuff you're talking about.
Yep. Sneaky, sneaky.
Can we can we just take the orb and maybe drop it off at the hag, and she can hold on to it for us?
I don't know if I trust the hag.
She does have a reason to like us.
Yeah, but we are in hell.
The problem is we can't just bury it somewhere, because then we probably never find it again.
Well, you've got a couple of landmarks you know how to get to.
Yep.
Got spawning trees, bone brambles, demon zapper, Old Jack's grave, Fort Knucklebone, Harmon's Hill.
Hmm.
Was there anything left at the spawning tree?
I forgot.
Just the giant sturge. Oh no, we killed that. Never mind. Trees with our names on them.
I think we banished it, so it's
No,
probably
that
back
was on
now.
Harmon's Hill, is where the trees were.
Oh,
Right.
Spawning trees.
What are the spawning trees then?
We
I
didn't
don't
actually
remember.
go to the spawning trees.
I
did
was
we?
thinking of Harrowman's Hill. I was confused.
Well, let me look it up again.
How many soul coins we have? They last 3
Not enough,
days?
you gamblers.
Hey. We have more than we started with.
Barely.
You never did end up going to the spawning trees.
Okay.
I have 2 soul coins.
I have 2 as well.
So we have
I had
plenty.
the one, although I would have handed that off to someone, I think, since it's annoying me at this point. Although I rocked that Constitution save, so it didn't bother me all that much.
I'll take it if you want.
Yeah, I'll hand it off. Or I would have in the past.
All right, now I have 3.
I was just wondering how much
Rich.
gas we have.
I believe, let's see, you've done from Fort Knucklebone 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you've used 2 coins of fuel.
Yeah, I believe we already paid the one when we initially started.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you probably had another one in the tank, and this will be the last of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't pay a second one, so I'll pay that now then if we need to.
Yeah.
All right, did we get a destination from Old Drac?
Yep. So over here is Arcan's tower.
Oh, okay.
That's where Arcan is.
Right there in the middle of the river?
No, upper
No,
left.
Oh. That's even better. Next to the big giant dragon head. Ah, yeah. Tiamat used to be ruler of this plane, didn't she? Yep. Or is that in the future?
She's never been the ruler. She's still here.
Okay.
I think she's still chaotic. I think. So she's like fighting this plane.
Okay.
Part of the battle.
Sometimes my mythology gets mixed up with what
Yeah.
realm I'm in.
Yeah, she's chaotic evil.
Okay.
She's CR 30, and if you want to know any of her stats, I can tell you.
25 everything.
Her dexterity is 10.
Ooh,
Everything else is above 25.
nice.
Huh. Player's Handbook Tiamat is lawful evil.
Yeah, it all depends on. At some point, she's going to change and rule hell, the first layer. But I don't know when that is in relationship to when this campaign is.
Right now, she is trapped here, and Arcan is actually. Uldric would have told you this. He's trying to free her, but he hasn't done it yet. He's working on it. So maybe this is before she takes over again.
Maybe. Or maybe I'm misremembering.
So do we want to snatch this orb and take it with us and drop it off at maybe the demon zapper, or just leave it here?
Let's take it with us.
Yeah. Is there a way to hide it from? Can we put it in a lead box or something? Isn't that what?
If you have any lead in a box,
What you do?
Yeah, that's a that would block it from scrying and detect magics.
Maybe we could stop by the Emporium and buy a lead box.
On the way.
Una, can you forge a lead box? Like out of anything? I don't know.
Do you have
Lead.
lead? I know you have Swiss tools in the portable forge.
How about what was that? Fort Knucklebone? Wasn't that a junkyard?
Yep.
They probably
could
have
just-
lead.
Yeah, get some lead there, forge a
Yeah.
box.
Yeah, I like that. That way we don't have to lose it. We can just stick it in our truck.
Yeah, ideally, what we really should do is forge some kind of rack that we can attach to the demon grinder.
Yes.
That sounds fun.
And
Maybe a little basket that goes on the front.
and we will call it a trunk.
Maybe put a little bell on it. You can ring.
Ring the bell just as we run someone over with the demon grinder. Or ring the bell, then cast enlarge on the demon grinder.
Coming through.
So it sounds like you're going to vroom to Fort Knucklebone.
Yeah. Do we need to be sneaky and grab and snatching this orb, or is
Aren't we
No,
friends?
He's saying, take it, please.
okay, great.
Fort Knucklebone map.
And as I recall, Zulkug, you're real buddy with her, right?
Yeah, I seem to be getting along pretty well with her.
Yeah. So when you get there, you see the two what are they called? Bird people, and they wave excited at you as you come back. They don't stop you or anything, so you can just park wherever you want.
Yeah, we go find.
Let's see. Mad Maggie's
her name?
probably
Maggie, yeah, Mad Maggie.
she's probably just hanging out, putting together some new demonic vehicles.
And we were looking for
Infernal
directions,
weapons.
right? I got a little distracted looking at some of the neat stuff at level 10.
All right. Since you're traveling to this place, I think you need to do a 1d6. Since you've been here before.
Yeah, we've been here before.
No, it's 2d8. Sorry, even better.
Uh-oh.
Cool. You get there, no problems. If you're just gonna look through the junkyard, Mad Maggie has no problem with it.
Is it going to be another day, or are we close?
Yeah, it's a day to get there from Old Jack's grave, but do a investigation check, I guess, to find lead in the junk.
I'm still not evil.
Was it another day?
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't really tell us, so I say it's a day to get anywhere.
Okay. Where am I? There I am.
What are those D6s?
My potions.
No.
Two of the same thing this time. Not a little less useful. You don't get one this time.
Is the one that I didn't use gone?
Yeah, they only last until I take a long rest.
Okay.
I'll give you one anyway, since I don't exactly need to. You get a potion of flight. You can still use it for the 10 hit points.
Flight?
Yep.
Woohoo!
It's only 10 feet for fly speed for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So, you guys, are you going to make one with advantage because you're helping, or?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast guidance on Una and help her.
Yeah.
Okay, so she got a 13 plus a D4. Nice.
Probably about to go traveling again, though, anyway.
Yeah.
Am I able to use perception for this?
I think perception would be if you're like looking for it on the surface, but what you're doing is like digging through a bunch
Okay.
of crap. So you do find it. It takes you a couple hours, 2 hours, we'll say, to find it because you got so good a roll. So all you need to do now is make a box out of it. You've got enough for a. Well, the box is going to have to be bigger than 10 foot by 10 foot by 10 foot.
I thought it was 10 inches.
It's 10 inches.
Double check.
That's a big box.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I'm sorry. 10 inches. I don't
Yeah.
know why I thought 10 foot. Everything else in this game is foot.
Yep.
Okay, well, I should be able to use my Artisan's Blessing to create the box. This is an hour-long ritual.
Nice.
So you get yourself a cool lead box. Does it have any sort of distinguishing markings, or what does it look like?
I want to make it look as uninteresting as possible.
So it's got like a dull leaden shape.
Yeah. Probably
Says,
make
like-
it look crude purposely.
It says toilet paper on the side.
Or toilet.
Toilet
The
paper.
toilet paper people might go for, but use toilet they won't go for.
Wow.
Anything else? You've got materials and you've got time to work on your demon grinder. I know you mentioned wax or anything. Any sort of simple modifications you want to make while you're here?
Oh,
Let's get some spare
Can we
parts
get-
too while
I
I'm
was-
thinking about it.
there you go. I was just thinking that.
What's the check for that?
Let's see. Rules for internal war machines. Sorry, I'm looking for the right thing. There it is. Rules. Soul fuel, demonator boost mishaps, vehicle exhaustion repairs. Okay, so we can. Do you already have spare parts? I thought something like this.
We used
You've
them, I
already talked.
think.
I have in my inventory. I have one repair part.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you want to make it, grab another set of repair parts while you're here.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and put that on my sheet.
Cool. So you can set off now.
I think the last thing
Maggie's.
was just crafting some sort of rack or bracket to securely and subtly attach the box to the vehicle.
Inside.
Yeah, and I would like to try to make it as inconspicuous as possible.
Can we make it
We
like part of the
said,
seat? Part of a chair? Part of the driver's seat?
Oh, so that it's channel divinity for your artisans thing, so you can just make another thing, right?
yeah.
And what are the limits on that? Uh, something worth no more than 1 GP. Gotta use metal. So the only limit is that it can't be. You have to have the materials, and you can't make something super expensive.
Right.
So I think there's going to be some sort of deception check with intelligence modifier to try and figure out the best place to hide it, and then you can just put it there with your artisan's blessing.
So could I ask Grethlock's opinion on where it should be placed since he's good at deception?
All right, so I'm granting you advantage on that.
And I'm going to cast guidance on whoever's doing the check.
So it's deception with your intelligence modifier.
Wait, so Una, are you trained in deception?
No.
No. Okay, so then I can't give you advantage on.
I'm trained in deception, but my intelligence modifier stinks.
Yeah.
Well, why don't
same
you
here.
assist Breathlock then?
Yeah.
All right, so with deception with intelligence would give me a +3.
I would get a. Let's see. There's +1 from intelligence, +4 for proficiency bonus, so +5. Oh, I guess it's the same as my charisma one. Okay, so I get +5.
So unless I can charisma the demon grinder, I shouldn't be the one making the check.
Okay, so I can make the check. You're gonna give me advantage
Yeah.
And guidance.
and guidance. Guidance. I have a checkbox for that. Okay, let's see if this works. Woohoo!
Nice. You find the perfect out of the way spot. Well, it's pretty
27. That's pretty damn perfect. 27.
Cool macro.
Thanks.
So,
Yeah,
I
that was the
don't know-
macros I was telling you about.
Let me find the. Just as a reminder, that's what you're putting it on. So maybe you like put it under and then behind a wheel or something. You don't think anyone's going to find it unless you tell them. And actually, once you put it there, once you put the box there, you kind of forgot that you put it there and you have to look for it again. And it's a bit of a thing.
Nice.
It's really well hidden.
Almost
Nice.
too well.
Yes. Well, I used to smuggle in my younger days. Not that I'm that old. Before I went to hell, I used to smuggle.
Anything else while you're at Fort Knucklebone?
Nothing for me.
Nope.
Cool.
Can't think of anything.
Vroom, vroom, vroom. So you're just going to head straight to Arcane's Tower?
Sure.
I think so.
Another long rest. So if you want to re-roll your potions.
And see if we go
Woo.
evil.
I'm still not evil. Let me turn off advantage.
Apparently I am.
Uh-oh. No.
Welcome.
I don't like it when he's evil.
Actually, I don't like it affecting me, so I'm going to use my ability, reaction and ability and add 5 to that.
Nice.
You wake up in the morning and you're like, man, I really...
I'm using my flash
Shit.
of genius. I have a system now where I know that it's affecting me, so I'm keeping track and trying to resist when I feel it affecting my mind.
Nice. It's like some sort of... How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you want to punch a baby? Answer that every morning. And when it gets high, you're like, wait, no. Punching babies is not good. Anyways,
You'll have to teach me that meditation.
Look, man, that baby started it.
Nice.
so I'm going to move you to a map. Don't freak out immediately.
Ah!
Dragon skull.
Have we officially leveled yet, or are we still waiting?
Yeah,
on-
you leveled up.
Okay,
Great.
yep.
I lost your token, Defiant.
Uh-oh.
Oh yes, and my potion.
I guess I'm defiant again. I'm sitting up top with my glasses on, my big riding glasses. Hanging on the ball. Meditating.
So you guys drive up, get off. You see a dark tower looming on the horizon. Its black spire rising hundreds of feet. Its ramparts bristling with charred skulls mounted on iron spikes. The tower's apex splits into 5 narrower spires that jab at the sky like clawed fingers. Circling above is a great white dragon stained with ashen blood.
Now
We've
this
got
is metal.
As you get closer to the tower, you notice figures shuffling apart the ramparts. Undead guards in various states of decay.
Hey, they're bigger than the house.
There's a
The
lot of
perfect
them.
thing for this.
I
Fireball.
have something.
But as you approach, someone comes out from the tower. They look very, actually look pretty badass. Let me show you a picture if I can find it. Okay. So you see a leathery, dark-skinned turtle with a staff of skulls with green, glowing magic coming out of it. And around his neck, you see colored gems. Behind him are 4 ghouls.
Krull. My name is Krull.
As he walks up, he stops maybe 20 feet away. You should leave at once if you know it's good for you.
So
Okay.
you're telling us you're not interested in an orb of dragonkind? Is that what I'm hearing?
Sorry, an orb of what?
Orb of dragonkind? You ever heard of one of those things? Yeah, but yeah, maybe you're not our clientele. So never mind.
No, hold on. You say you have an
Sure?
orb of
It's not interesting.
dragonkind. We would be very interested if you have one. Show it to me.
Well, I'm afraid that is completely impossible. But we do have a lead on the orb's location, and it's totally unguarded.
He rolls his eyes. A lead on the location. If you don't have it with you, then come back when you do.
You have any idea what it takes to transport an orb of dragonkind through Avernus?
It's an orb. Can't imagine it would be very difficult.
Yeah, until you try to pick it up and alert everyone who's looking for one of these things.
Yeah, we're a little concerned about what might happen if we carry it, but we're willing to take that risk if we can get a small advance on the payment price. We want maybe a little of Tiamat's blood. That would be useful in a spell for me that would help protect us on the journey.
I still don't even have any proof that you have the orb.
Well, Tiamat's got a lot of blood. I can't imagine a little bit would be too difficult for you to procure.
I can get you the blood, but I also don't feel like giving it out freely unless I know I'm getting something in return.
Do I look like a liar?
Yes.
Well, we are in hell.
Being trusting around here is a good way to get yourself killed.
But I thought it was hell. I thought it was full of devils who scrupulously obeyed all of their contracts.
And yes, but you have to look at the fine print. And to be
Fine
honest,
print.
I've never been a huge fan of devils, so
Well, maybe we can offer some collateral in exchange for the blood until we come back with the orb. I'm actually skilled at crafting magical objects. I may be able to come up with something of interest to you.
well, is it going to be a magical orb of dragonkind?
Well, we're not going to charge you what this will just be for. I really would need that blood, I think, to help protect us on the transfer. But I could get you something as collateral for the blood, and then we'll talk full payment when we get actually bring you the orb.
Why do you need the blood of Tiamat?
Why
Well,
does anyone need the blood of Tiamat?
We use it to send prayers to her. I don't
Because-
know why you are clearly not followers
Only
of
for
Tiamat.
transporting the orb. It's I'm very skilled with magical objects, and I can use the blood to hide the magical signature of the dragon orb, since they're both dragon oriented. And a powerful dragon will be enough to hide even such a powerful orb so that no one will detect us moving it. This will help you get what you want. I can't imagine any other use I'd have for a little bit of blood. I just don't want to get attacked carrying such a valuable object.
Yeah, one day you're, driving around with an orb of dragonkind, and the next thing you know, an ancient red dragon lands in front of you, and then, you have a problem.
How about I make you a wand of secrets to hold in exchange for the blood? And then we use the blood to bring you back the orb. Then we talk payment.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, persuasion.
I'll give you advantage on it. Or at least I think. Are you trained yet?
I am not, but it doesn't matter. It matters if you are, I think, right?
Either of you could be making the check since you're both speaking a lot.
I
Okay, I've
can't.
got a +8 persuasion.
I can't give advantage, but it might be better to just take the +8.
Yeah, I think +8's better than advantage. Unless anyone wants to help me
No.
get advantage. You know,
I-
I'll use my inspiration. There we go. Okay.
Good call.
And I'm going to flash a little bit of magic just to show it, and as my flash of inspiration to add 5 to that. Oh, wait, that's can I use that on skill checks? I can't remember. I don't think I can. Let me double check that.
Maybe a little guidance.
Oh, it is ability check. Yep, I can do it for ability check or saving throw.
So 22.
I thought about guidance, but I thought that might be off-putting since it's not
Yeah, it's a little conspicuous.
invisible.
Okay, Kroll seems to think to himself and then nods and says, "Okay, if you want to make a deal, follow me."
Let's go, boys.
Yep.
He leads you to another map. It's like a 30-minute walk to the next location. Are you going to make any conversation while you're there or on the way?
So what brings a turtle down here?
To serve my liege and my deity,
Good
Who's your
reason.
liege?
Arcan the Cruel.
And you chose to work for a guy called the Cruel?
I mean, yes.
I mean, the one thing to do is Arcane the badass, but the Cruel, really?
I mean, I worship Tiamat, so Cruel is kind of to be expected.
Yeah, but Tiamat's got a lot more going for her than cruelty. She's a 5-headed dragon. That reminds me, I wrote this awesome song about my ex-girlfriend. It's called The 5 Heads of Tiamat. I'm gonna start playing it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, is this... I'm going to ask you to make a check. But
Whoa!
Is it going to be... Is it meant to be positive or negative towards Tiamat? Is it like, Tiamat's so great, she's badass? Or is it like, Tiamat sucks, I hate her?
It's more Tiamat is terrifying.
Well, she thinks of that as a good thing. So Kroll is definitely like bobbing his head to it. Yes. You might have to play that for us again. Maybe we could use it as a new hymn during prayer services to Our Lady Tiamat.
As long as I get the royalty payments, all right.
Well, I mean, copyright hasn't been invented yet, so you're kind of
All
sort
right,
there.
I'll tell you what. Any service that gets played, I get 10% of the tithes being offered.
No, see, copyright doesn't exist yet, so I can just take it.
Yeah, but you don't know how to play it.
Yeah, well, if you're willing to stay here longer and teach us, a price could be negotiated.
I mean, you're just gonna wind up with a crappy hymn that no one knows how to sing right.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're definitely if you want us to use it, we'll pay you, but you have to stay for a while and teach us how to play it.
Well, I mean, the price is going up to 20% in that event.
Well, it wouldn't be a percentage; it would be a flat payment because we don't know how many. Like, how are we supposed to get you money when you're not here? You know?
I heard
Right.
a Avernus tour is in order.
I want something named after me in exchange for that.
Hmm. We'll think about it. You made him more amiable, though. But now you end up where he is. You end up in the next spot. So you see a colossal dragon skull leans against a mountainside, surrounded by bones the size of houses. Acrid smoke rising from the skull's maw. There's military tents posted around the bones, and parked next to one of them is a two-wheeled infernal war machine. Gathered around the tents are dozens of chattering reptilian humanoids with gleaming swords, white scales, and white leathery wings. As you approach out of one of the tents, you see a dragonborn badass, I guess is probably the best way to describe him. Apparently he's also one of the cooler, like, famous people from this universe, but I don't know him. But he's pretty cool. I mean, look at that. That's a album cover if I ever saw one.
He's got a big beefy dragon arm.
Well, the arm holding the axe, definitely dragon arm. The arm holding the other arm doesn't look like a dragon arm. He goes over and Kroll goes over to speak to him. They speak together. And then
I can read lips if they're speaking in a language I understand, and I can see them.
Let's see. They're devils.
I speak Infernal.
Not devils. They're demons. But he's a dragonborn. What? They're Tiamat. They're speaking Draconic. Of course
Okay.
they are. Does anyone know Draconic?
I do not.
Oh, hold on a second. That's weird. So behind Arcan is this guy, this boy.
Is he a Minotaur?
Maybe.
Ooh.
And every so often you do see Arcan turn to him and say, like, follow me. That's in common. And then they all approach. What's this? As soon as he walks up, and he's gonna walk up like all the way up unless you stop him.
He looking at. I'm going to do an insight check. Do they look friendly at all?
For it.
Like, does it look like they're going to 21? Does it look like they're interested in this deal, or are they about ready to kill us type thing?
They don't look like they're about to be violent. If you had to guess, what happened was Kroll convinced Arcan that you guys actually have a Orb of Dragonkind. So now he's going to come out and make a deal. Or try to make a deal. Oh, right. This actually... I forgot Lulu this whole time.
Understandable.
She's still there. Let's just say she's there. For no reason at all.
Most
No reason I
annoying
brought it
video
up.
Well, we left her back in the grinder because we don't trust her to go along with the lying and deception.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Maybe she's in the metal box.
We come back and Lulu's riding a dragon.
Arcan approaches and says, Kroll here says you got an orb of dragonkind. and you're willing to part with it for some Tiamat blood. Is that true?
No, no, no. We want the blood to get the orb here without being detected. It's used in my spell. We're going to talk full payment when we bring you the orb.
Why do you need blood? I could escort you to the orb if you are scared of anything.
Well, if you want to take the time out and do it, then yeah, we could just talk the price for the orb itself. Or if you're willing to part with a little blood, we'll bring it to you, and you can pay us when we on delivery.
The blood is worth more than the orb, but he glances at his weird hand. There is something else you could offer me that I would take in exchange, along with the orb of Dragonkind, to part with some of Tiamat's precious blood. I need the soul of a goody two-shoes. A good person. I need you to bring me a good person so that I can kill them. I need their
Well,
life.
we could go grab that unicorn that's in the demon zapper.
I mean, that's what's starting this in the first place.
Well, we don't actually care about the unicorn.
Yeah, the only reason you're doing any of this is to get the Dow to tell you where Bell's Forge is.
Right.
Or we could just ask this guy. I mean, this doesn't make any sense.
He doesn't know where Bell's Forge is, as far as I'm aware. Does he know? What does he know?
It's not like there's only one guy in the whole freaking
Yeah.
hell that knows where Bale's Forge is.
Yeah, but if you want it, they want to get something for it.
Tiamat worshippers. Do they know things? What do they know? Let's find out.
They know Tiamat things. They don't know Bell things. Especially since Tiamat's kind of not doing so hot right now in terms of presence on this plane. I don't think they know. They're not very clear on who knows what.
They do have an army of undead, which is pretty strange for dragon lovers.
The other thing that Ralzala, the Tao, would help you with is getting you there without getting murdered. Like, you can't just walk up to Bell's Forge and expect to be greeted warmly.
Right.
But that's not to say that if you want to just fuck over the Tao, it's fine. Like, do what you want. Arcane just wants to kill something good.
I frequently get that urge.
He's like, yeah, you know.
I wish
Oh,
I.
look at me! I want to save the world. Oh, look at me! I help people.
If we brought you a proper sacrifice, could we use that as a down payment on the blood, and then we can go get you the orb?
Hold up a second. I only wanted the blood for the magic, I say, although the fact that you think it's so much more valuable than I thought it was makes me curious. I'm a bit of a researcher. I was only going to ask for some diamonds, but you may have made this more expensive.
Yeah, your subordinate didn't seem to think that the blood was quite this valuable.
He glares at Kroll, who's like, "Oh, I'm just a poor little turtle. Please don't hurt me." Arkin says, the blood can be used guys. It's the blood of a deity. Super powerful. All kinds of advanced magical rituals.
No,
will be
you've
using it.
sold me. I'm convinced. I want some this blood for my studies, regardless. But I still want some of these diamonds that it's an important reagent for a spell I'm working on. You can get me not that much, but I need some diamonds, and then we'll say the diamonds in the blood for the orb and the soul of the good person.
Do a persuasion check.
Additionally, how much blood are we talking about?
Where the hell are we going to
Arkin-
find a good person?
We need 3 moles of blood.
Arkin points to his neck, and he's got a vial of her blood.
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
use my.
Well-
I'm going to use my inspiration on this persuasion check. Okay, I didn't need it.
He slowly nods and says, "Okay." So, how about this? I give you. Wait, hold on. You say you need the blood to get the orb, or can you just get the orb? Because I don't want to give you the blood until I have the orb. But I'll give you the diamonds if you go get me the good person.
As I said, we don't want to transport the orb without the blood. But if you can either give us the blood and we'll get the orb, or you can come with us with the blood, and we'll make the trade there at the orb.
When does the good person get involved?
We'll bring the good person first in exchange for the diamonds, and then we can work. You can either come with us to the orb, or we'll give us the blood and we'll bring back the orb.
Okay, so once you come back here with the good sacrifice, we can get this started. He sheathes his axe and puts out his other hand to shake your hand.
No, I shake it.
Done and done. Well, when you come back with the
Yeah,
sacrifice,
just a question: how good does this person have to be? How good are we talking? Some saint or just your generic average person?
well, that's a matter of metaphysics, isn't it? The average person isn't good, so they have to be better than that. But I don't think they have to be saintly. They just need to have an inclination towards good more than the average person.
Can we buy one of those at the
Probably.
Emporium?
Any of our soul coins have good people? He wants to kill them himself, though, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a soul coin won't work. You could go to the Emporium and see if they have good people. You also do know you have a good elephant.
Yeah, but we
Yeah, we
need
kinda
him to
need-
tell
yeah.
us where to go.
Do you though?
We think we do.
Yeah, do you though? I'm trying to tempt you into doing that.
Yeah.
There's also the unicorn. If you can get the unicorn away from the Dow without letting the Dow murder you, or if you somehow convince the Dow that the unicorn is still there,
We could go back
Okay,
to the
you-
city. I'm sure there's some good people in that city that Elturel.
We're
Oh,
getting,
wow.
we're getting
Climb
the
up the
unicorn to
chain.
help the Dow. Can't we just convince her to let us take the unicorn?
no, she would have been fine with it, but she's been magically told to keep anyone from disrupting the demon zapper, which would involve getting rid of the unicorn.
Can we convince her? Can we convince her to suddenly fail to pay attention at a critical moment?
That's feasible, I guess.
I think we should try that first.
Okay. I think it'd just be easier to go buy somebody. I mean, it's hell. There's got to be good people, for sale.
But then why hasn't this person bought them?
Ah,
For all you know, he
lazy.
could have been buying them. He just needs one more.
Or the
Not
value
that
of a good
person.
person is actually a lot more than a couple of diamonds, and we're getting scammed.
Oh, that's definitely true.
But to be clear, the old price was going to be the orb and the good person for the blood. You've got the diamonds thrown in on top of that, so he thinks he's giving you a deal.
How many of these people have blood around their necks?
Just him.
Any of these tents look like they are his?
The one with the this one. Hold on. That one.
Okay.
The one with the manticore next to it.
Are we pretty much leaving this guy?
Yeah, unless you have to just come back with the good person. And you can get
Okay.
the shebang going.
Or we can sneak into his tent and steal it.
Now the blood is around his neck, so you'd have to wait until he's asleep, I guess.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Sneak into his tent, while he's sleeping. Take it and run.
That seems harder than just sacrificing a good person, which I have no moral qualms against.
I'm just trying to think about fun.
I mean, I knocked off a hobo, so this means nothing to me.
I burned down a church. Okay. I was just trying to think of an easy way of doing this.
Well, I'm totally up for sacrificing Lulu if we think we have a way around it.
Well, we do get diamonds out of it, so we could resurrect Lulu after he kills her, right? Him or her.
Probably not if it's going to consume its soul, you know.
But then we're not going to know where we're going and everything we've done so far.
Well, hold on. I thought we just needed to go to Bale and then get him to beat up Asmodeus or whatever the hell it is.
As whatever her name is, yeah.
I mean, Bell was in charge around when this whole thing happened, so
Zariel.
right. He might know. If anyone knows where it is, it's a good chance he would.
Well, that's pretty convincing. Let's just sack Lulu.
Is that the consensus?
I'm sorry, do what with Lulu? Sacrifice Lulu?
What do you think?
No, I'm morally opposed to that. And my character would not agree to that.
Just give it a few more days. Maybe you'll come around.
I thought I saw something shiny over that way.
Okay, here, hold this coin for me for a second.
No, you have to distract him with magic.
No, but I would be open to trying to steal the blood. If we saw it around his neck, that we have some potential plans to sneak in and take it. I'd be sad not to get the diamonds, but I'm not very happy with sacrificing someone just for the sake of it anyway. Although I could be talked into that as long as it's not someone I know. Yeah, actually, I don't think the orcish side of me. I'm only neutral. I'd be fine with capturing someone in a raid and handing them over.
What about the unicorn?
Well, we haven't really done much with the unicorn. I don't really know the unicorn, but there is the potential that could cause problems for us. Since any reason we're scared to try to steal this during the night? Got stuff like invisibility and other spells we could take advantage of.
That would be
go
my
wrong,
preferred method.
things go wrong, what do we do then? How do we keep progressing? More risky, right?
We go in disguise.
Yeah, I can just make anyone look like him.
Or we go in invisible and flying. Kind of hard to detect someone.
Yeah. And you can make us look like these dragon dudes, right?
Yes.
So we could just walk around there. Hi, I'm a dragon dude.
Probably best to just send our one stealthiest person in to try to steal it and have.
I'm laughing because I know who that is.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, and I can just make you look like Arkham.
That's what those look like, by the way.
Cool.
I am not in favor of this plan, but I'm not gonna complain about it hard enough. If that's what 3 out of 5 want to do, I haven't heard Una.
I think trying to steal it is risky, but
It worked for us in the Emporium.
haven't you both used your inspiration?
I have not.
Okay.
Just seems fairly easy to get a good person for this. It just costs us some time, which I guess does
I'd be
cost.
fine with that one as well. Just find someone good and
But we're
sacrifice.
also giving up the Orb of Dragonkind if we do that.
Right.
Unless we want to ambush them and try to kill him. But I think stealing from him is probably safer than trying to kill him when he comes with us.
I agree.
All right, fair point. We can give it a shot.
Okay.
So what's the attack plan here?
Okay, well, I can cast Seeming to make Defiant look like whatever he wants to.
Can
You
you
have
put
great
that in the
visibility
chat?
too, right? And I can stock them up on potions of flight that'll give them a fly speed of 10 feet for 10 minutes per potion.
10 feet?
Yeah, it's a fly speed of 10 feet. So if you rush, it would be 20 feet per round. Not a very fast fly speed, but you can fly.
Right.
That's when you need to be stealthy. You could walk when you don't, and if you're around people, fly.
Okay. Yeah, and if shit hits the fan, I can drop to the ground and run like no one's ever seen. My speed would be 90 doubled, 180 for the first round.
I guess
could
the
cast
rest of it's just waiting the Demon Grinder.
I give you haste for up to a minute. It's doubles your speed.
Ooh. How about I just run in, snatch it, and run out?
Flash method of operation. Or they can react to snatch it off.
Yeah. So this is going to put me in the middle of an army with no backup, right?
Yeah, the backup would probably only make things harder.
Oh man.
But you'll be invisible, disguised if the invisibility falls or something, if we want to. I don't know if it's worth, because if someone pops out of invisibility, they're going to be suspicious regardless of what you look like.
Right.
But if you get invisible and you just like run as fast as you can, that's probably a good starting point.
Yeah. How quiet is it here?
I mean, it's not quiet, but it's not loud. It's just a camp. People
Okay.
coming in and out of the skull.
Could Grethlock hold a concert and try to distract?
Oh, yes, with your new song.
Mm-hmm.
That
Alright, we're
is
doing this.
awesome. That is an
Yeah,
awesome idea.
Will give us a reason to stick around too, so they won't be suspicious of that.
Yes, yes. Why don't we pull our demon grinder up closer too? Get our equipment.
I'll do the stage.
Yes,
Okay.
that is perfect. I love it because then we can stay all night, wait for him to hit the head or hit the hay. I mean, and then snatch away, jump in the grinder, and be off. And hopefully, he won't follow us. He doesn't know where we're going.
Yeah, how does following even work in this stupid realm?
Who knows?
But we'll be a day away. Are we doing this tonight, or are we going to wait till? I mean, it's 11:20.
If you want to
willing
have a
to do it
nice
tonight.
plan, you could do it
And if-
next week.
Yeah, if things go wrong, we can stop it, but we can see if we make it through. I didn't hear what you said though, Colin.
I was saying if you want to have like a week to like figure out your exact plan, I would be fine with doing it next week. But if you want to do some like starting roles to try and set things up,
Do we want to just maybe have a conversation about having a concert, and we can get the agreement there?
Yes. Oh, that's a great setup. That's perfect.
yeah, that's a good one.
All for some random role play. All because of a random role playing.
Yes, I'm going to be making a bunch of potions for you too, and I'll hand them to you. So
Nice.
make sure you keep these straight. This one is will give you flight for 10 minutes.
Okay.
This
That's
one,
the blue one.
yeah. This one, this orange one here. This will transform you to like your alter self spell. If you want to, if you get caught or have to duck behind a corner and disguise yourself or something like that.
Nice.
This one will let you run faster, give you an extra 10 feet of movement speed for an hour. You can even drink that one in advance if you want. It'll last for a while.
All right. I'm writing these down.
And then don't let me forget, I'll cast haste on you as you start going.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'll use greater invisibility when you're ready to go.
Okay. I'm typing it into the chat.
All right, let's grab Kroll and have him arrange a concert.
So do you want to do this like? Is this something you think of while you're walking back with Kroll, or are you going to come back later and tell him, or what?
I think we would have left because I can't imagine that we would have been having that conversation
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
Okay.
Kroll there.
So
You're like, hey, you know what?
you're probably like in the car trying to figure out what you want to do.
Yep.
Yeah, we could just say, we're actually feeling tired, and we're wondering if we could stay here for the night, and in exchange, we'll host a concert in Tiamat's honor.
So I moved you to. This is where they spend their nights and like they live here. They work at the monument, just so you know what's going on.
Oh, so he doesn't sleep in the tent.
Right.
Ah.
So, right. Well, this is the exact moment to use my background ability.
I love it.
Especially after showing off with that concert, that song. Crow would be definitely fine with you spending the night here. Probably wouldn't give you the best accommodations. I mean, not great, but you're in hell, so everything is relative. And so you're promising to perform your. What was the song called?
Sorry, what was that?
What was the song called? The
Five Heads of Tiamat.
Okay, the 5 Heads of Tiamat.
Plus a collection of my greatest hits.
Oh yeah, the 5 Heads of Tiamat is definitely going to be your closer, right?
Yeah, that's the headline act.
And that's when you set the place on fire, right? Isn't that
Yeah.
how your shows go?
I mean, it's hell. Everything lights on fire periodically anyway, right?
Yeah.
That's why everyone has to be fire resistant.
That's where the fireball goes off at the end.
Also, if I could have some bottle of high proof alcohol, that will help a lot.
I think Crow could provide that for you. And he's been talking to all the other Tiamat worshippers here, and they're hype, man.
Gotta work the crowd.
Yeah. I like
I
it.
don't even think they need like a persuasion roll for this. So yeah, let's just call it a night here, I'd say, and we can. I'll have a map ready, so
So we can
I'm
be
thinking
strategic.
Yeah, and there'll be a stage put up somewhere and everything.
Nice.
I love it.
Sounds good.
Yep.
Is
All right,
next week good for everyone?
Yeah.
Just so everyone knows, I'm gonna need backup dancers.
Uh-oh. I have a lot of agility.
I have great charisma.
I think they're going to be in the middle of something, aren't you?
Well, he has to go to sleep, doesn't he? I
Yeah.
can't imagine he's going to be asleep during the concert.
That's true.
I was thinking that this was a way of staying,
Yeah, but I'm not
without having to
convinced that
leave.
he's ever gonna take it off his neck anyway. So you might. Just
Oh, I
have
don't
to
think
snap
it's going
grab.
to. It's what I'm
Cut it
gonna.
off.
I'm planning on cutting it off when we get to when he goes to sleep. Snap.
Okay.
Got to party him out so he sleeps better.
Oh, do we have
This is
anything
my
to put him to
specialty.
sleep? Hey,
I think I'm gonna invite him up on stage and do shots with him.
oh, nice.
You should come up with a signature shot, the Tiamat shot.
Oh yeah, well I'm gonna work with Zolkug on that. It's a brew of 5 different alcohols. Let's see.
Yep.
I was just thinking that Zolkug probably
You can
comes
set
up.
up my distillery. I'm actually I'm proficient in brewing equipment.
Nice.
This is exactly what we need.
And then Una can put together the stage so it's appropriately heavy metal.
Hey.
And then Glenare can do the pyrotechnics.
I have a flute too. I don't know if that really goes with it, but hey.
And I'll do a
Maybe
little
you're like
dancing.
the intermission act.
I'm proficient in brewer's supplies, and I get to add double my proficiency bonus because I'm the artificer. I should be able to brew up something real good.
Nice.
You know, when we get out of hell, maybe we ought to do this for a living.
This is already what I do for a living.
We'll go around. We've already done the card game scams, and I mean, come on, we're
Considering you're in
perfect
hell,
cardies.
Grethlock, considering where you are now, Grethlock, I think you need a better agent.
We'll do a tour of heaven next.
There you go.
I don't think that would be very good for me.
I wonder if we would turn good if we were in heaven.
The next expansion or placement book is Ascent into what's the
Nirvana.
this is a lawful good or lawful evil, so it'd be the chaotic good plane.
Something with an E. I forget the hunting grounds, right? I can't remember the name of it.
Chaotic good is Arborea.
Arborea. Yeah, I knew it had something to do with hunting.
Big forest.
The forests. Yep.
Huh. You got your Time War, your Soon, your Lily era.
I'm seeing a circle with a bunch of positive chaotic planes. It's like Arborea and Isgard and the Beastlands and Elysium. And
Elysium was the one I was thinking.
More chaotic.
Yeah, Elysium looks neutral good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The neutral good. Right in smack in the middle of chaotic and good is Arborea. Then there's the Beastlands and Isgard, depending on whether you want to go more towards chaos or good.
I don't know what because it's all like the different cosmologies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
page 303 of the player's handbook.
Fire, Shadowfell, Feywild, Material Plane, the Ethereal Plane, Elemental Chaos, plus a circle around the outside, and then the outer planes.
Next adventure, you'll be a bunch of goody two shoes hanging out in heaven.
Yeah. I actually have in my notes here that I'm supposed to be really interested in dragons right now. It's very funny. I haven't actually used it. Currently obsessed with a lost civilization of dragons is one of my personality traits.
Well, you can also later commune with Tiamat and figure it out.
Yes, that's funny.
All right, I'll talk to you guys next week.
All right.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
All right.
Peace.